Alright, bro. You're probably skinny fat right now like I was. Look at the photo on the left, your left, on the thumbnail. That was me. I was a skinny fat little kid, alright? By little kid, I mean 15. But in any case, if you're skinny fat, I'm going to tell you exactly how to stop being skinny fat. If you're skinny fat, you probably have three issues: low testosterone, a trash diet, and a low amount of muscle mass. This is the issue. This is what's causing you to be skinny fat. Not the fat, but these three things. Okay, that's what's causing you to be skinny fat. So, we're going to go over how to fix each one of them. First of all, testosterone. Go outside, or hormones in general. I use testosterone to just blankly state all male hormones. Because, everyone understands what I mean when I say testosterone. In the morning, go outside. Get the sun. Take your shirt off. And get the sun. Let it hit your chest and let it hit your back. And also, nut gaze. So, I made a video about... Actually, I've said this in a few videos. You gotta let your nuts get some sun. Alright, now some of my friends have now called it nut gazing. And now they try to get their daily nut gazing. I don't know if they're joking when they say it. I assume they're joking. But nut gazing, I'm gonna call that now. You gotta nut gaze. Okay, not only your chest and your back, but also your nuts. You gotta get some sun. Okay? That's the first thing. Second thing. Have a mindset of a high testosterone individual. I know, you're probably like, oh, this is some alpha male red pill cringe. I don't know. You tell me. You gotta think you're the man. Watch my videos about self-image, about confidence. Those will give you high testosterone, and that's bro science. But I think there was a study showing that if you just thought you won something or you imagined something that was you like conquering another individual, whether it be a woman in bed or beating someone up, another male up. When I say beating up, I mean like punching him in the face, not. Well, I guess you could punch him. Anyways, not gay. Okay, this is build back Christian men. We don't do that here. In any case, in all seriousness, if you imagine that, your testosterone goes up. So I don't think it's actually just bro science. But in any case, call it bro science. I don't care. That's the second thing. Next, your diet, because your diet is very correlated with your testosterone. Well, actually, sleep. I'll do sleep before. Sleep is very important for testosterone. All right, and I know a lot of you, and especially me, when I was younger, when I used to go to school, I'd have to wake up in the morning. I would go to bed at like 11, wake up at 7 for middle school, 7:15. I think. I don't remember. I don't care. That was 6th grade. That's the last time I went to school. So I understand you guys are working against this clock, right? Me, on the other hand, I sleep like 12 hours a day. And I say 12 hours, I mean 12 hours in bed. I'm probably actually sleeping like 8 to 10 hours. But in any case, get some sleep. Alright, when you're winding down, get as much as you can. Alright, don't fall for the memes of all-nighter gaming or partying until 2 a.m. Alright, just go to sleep when you can. Right? And when it's wind down time, read the Bible. I'm going to say, most people say read a book. I say read the Bible. It's what I do before I go to bed. When it's getting later at night, use a blue light filter on the screen, etc. You know these tips. Okay, I have to make a full video about sleep. But in any case, that's your lifestyle choices for the most part for your testosterone. I made a full video about testosterone, but that's the basic layman stuff. Then your diet, which does influence your hormones. You need to be eating like an actual man. Alright, don't be eating like a little boy. The candy bars, the ice cream, and all this stuff. My diet consists of 3 primary things, okay? And this is going to make you a man. Pasture-raised eggs, grass-fed beef, raw milk. 3 primary things I eat. Now, of course, if you watch my diet video, you understand, but that's the foundation. And on top of that, I'll have some carbs, I'll have certain types of foods, and I'll strategically use those foods in order to spike my insulin or give me energy, etc. But in general, the foundation is grass-fed beef, pasture-raised eggs, raw milk. If you have a diet somewhat like that, you're going to realize changes. And that's important because you need to think of your body like a supercar. Because everyone's body is a supercar at the end of the day. Do you have cerebral palsy? Are you like this? Is that you? Probably not. I mean, it feels like you then. I don't know how you get onto this video, but you're probably like me. You have 2 arms that function, you have a body that functions, etc. You have a supercar. Those people have, rust bucket cars. I know. It's not really their choice, but it's what they got, unfortunately. And you know what? A lot of people, there's people who work out with cerebral palsy with better physiques than these skinny fat people, so I'm not even making fun of them. But in any case. Think of your body like a supercar. if you put a bunch of old frying grease into a supercar, it's not going to work too well, is it? It's going to start breaking down. That's the way you got to think about it. You being skinny fat is a result of you breaking down and also not working out, which I'm going to go into after this. But the diet is extremely important because when you're trying to build muscle, which is what you're going to try and do, you start working out, obviously. If you just keep feeding your body a bunch of crap, it's going to be really confused as to what to do. Like, you just give it a candy bar, and it's like, well, I can't really materialize this into muscle. I guess I can spike the insulin a little bit and make it anabolic, but this is not something that's going to work for me. You got to feed your body good things. It's very simple. Okay, if you had a supercar, would you be feeding it frying grease? Old leftover frying grease from McDonald's, or even fresh frying grease? Would you do that to your supercar? No. So why do you do it to your body? That equation right there shows that most people don't care about their bodies. That's quite obvious. I mean, if you're some fat dude, or if you're some skinny fat dude, clearly you don't care about your body. If you did, you wouldn't be. I'd have to make a video about, just being this really fat dude. Like, just imagine being really fat for a second. I was almost really fat. But thankfully, my bone structure is really nice. So even though, if I had a normal person's bone structure, I would look really fat in the first photo. But thankfully, my clavicles are long, so my shoulders were still outpacing my waist. But in any case, I was on track to be some fat dude. You look at my face in that photo. My face was fat. Because I was actually really fat. But again, my bone structure is good, so I just look skinny fat. But I was getting to the fat area. Anyways, now we're talking about working out. Alright? The way you gotta work out is just like everyone else. Watch my video about building your physique. No gym. I don't have a gym. My gym is in my bedroom all the way over there. Got 2 rooms. One of them I sleep and gym in. I also have my closet there, and this is my workroom. It's where I run my business and I record these videos. Don't overcomplicate working out. Alright, find some workout plan, although I say full body is best. Find some workout plan and go to track your workouts. Beat your scores every single time. Think about it like a video game. You got to beat your scores every single time you go in there, and just try your hardest. Do that for 2 years, you're going to look amazing. Do that for a year, you're going to look great. Etc. It just goes on and on and on. That's all it is. Don't overcomplicate it. I'll obviously look up videos on how to do form and all this other stuff, but don't overcomplicate it. Don't think, well, I got to do 4 sets instead of 3 or I'm going to lose all my muscle gains. That's not how it works. Now, I'm talking about, you may realize I haven't really talked about, how many calories you should eat. I'm a proponent of not bulking or cutting when you're skinny fat. Now, I'll define what I mean by bulking and cutting, because under some definitions, what I'm going to tell you is bulking, but I consider a bulk to be anything over 350 calories and cutting to be anything over 350 calories. Either way, right? Do neither of those. Because when I was skinny fat, I was trying to cut. I was retarded. Well, what am I cutting to? I have no muscle mass at all. And I also tried bulking at some point. I don't need to bulk and eat all these extra calories. I already have enough fat on my body. So what you need to do is you look up your basal metabolic rate, right? And see how many calories that is. Then, depending on your stage of skinny fatness, like let's say you're in the less fat side of skinny fat, then you're going to eat around maintenance. Okay, or even a little surplus. I'll actually know. If you are in a stage where you're just a little bit fat, you're skinny fat but not super fat, relatively speaking, right? You're going to need a slight surplus. But if you are skinny fat on the fat end, like I was, you're going to eat at maintenance, or a very, very, very small deficit, because you can make up for the extra calories with your body fat. But you don't want to do that for too long. After just a little bit, you're going to bring it back up to maintenance and a very, very slight surplus. Slow and steady, that's the name of the game here, okay? Don't go any extreme on either end, because you're going to end up getting terrible results. You're going to feel like crap, too. Now, some of you may be wondering, how do I track my calories? It's very simple. Get in MyFitnessPal, get any calorie tracking app, and then just put in whatever you eat into the app. And make sure you include butter, make sure you include oils, make sure you include dressings, because these are hidden calories that everyone misses. Then after a few weeks of doing that, you won't have to do it anymore. Like me, I don't count my calories. I know I eyeball things. If I eat, I know if I ate in a surplus or a deficit that day. Give or take a few hundred calories, right? If I notice I'm gaining a bit too much weight, I just eat a little bit less. If I notice I'm not gaining enough weight, I eat a bit more. You get this intuitive understanding after a little bit. And it does help that I had a background in cooking. I used to cook a lot. I kind of stopped now. I mean, I just know enough so I can teach my girlfriend, so I don't have to cook when I'm get in a relationship, because that's pretty gay. Imagine being in a relationship and you're the primary chef. Like, unless you're someone like Gordon Ramsay, then it's okay. Like, you're the man. You're Gordon Ramsay, fine. But, like, you're some dude who's accomplished nothing in his life and you're just cooking in a relationship. That's pretty gay. I don't know why I segued onto there, but I don't care. In any case, it's all part of a bigger movement. You want to stop being skinny fat? Good. This movement's for you. Build Back Christian Men. If you want to join the movement, link in the description to the Discord. Follow me on Instagram, like all my posts, so my Instagram looks better. Thanks, man. Subscribe, watch the other videos, must-watch videos in the playlist in the description. That is amazing. It's going to give you the testosterone video, the diet video, and the physique video. It's going to help you a lot with this. What I just gave you is the rundown. Alright? My brain just contains too much information for me to put it all in one video. I got to separate them. Check out the other links in the description. They're all great. I'm going to change your life. I guarantee it. Those are my call to actions. See you next video.